Okay, we're here for round 1. We're up against the Corruptor, and they won the dice roll. So we're on the draw, and this one looks pretty excellent.
Get to know about Opt. You usually get to know if it's great. This will tell us instantly
Yes.
if it's worth running.
Yes, a sample size of 1 is all you need. But it sounds pretty excellent. We've got turn 1 Forsyth, turn 2 Fort Scour and Tassiger. So
yeah, we're pretty happy with anything.
and we even have a fatal push if they have like a mana dork or something. So this sounds easy keep.
Yeah, I think we're in pretty good territory here. I don't think there's that many decks where we see their opening hand and go, oh no, not X. Aside from the usual.
In terms of damaging myself, we're gonna have enough cards anyway, I believe. So Forsyth, fetch land, Fort Scour, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we don't have to play the fetch land this turn to play Tasker in turn 2. So I think I'm just going to lead on Watery Grave and a Forsyth.
I think that's right. Flooded Strand makes me think. Like my initial thought is, obviously it could be almost anything, but I'm thinking about Storm, Blue-White Control.
Ooh, Teleria West.
Oh man, okay. So this looks like Blue-White Control to me.
Yeah, so cards I'm interested in taking here are Snapcaster or Cryptic Command. I don't mind if they're spreading seas or Water Grave particularly, although our deck is black heavy, we have enough things to be doing with our blue mana.
Yeah, I think if they spreading seas or Water Grave are pretty okay. It might lock us into playing one spell a turn that affects the board for a little while, but I think we'll probably be alright with that if we take them off of Snapcaster or Cryptic.
I'm going to take the Snapcaster Mage because we have the second Fort Seas, so we can go again for the Cryptic Command if we need to.
Yeah.
But if we find something like a Stubborn Morale, then I'm not going to be interested in taking the Cryptic Command anyway. So
I definitely agree with that.
If my options are basically take Cryptic Command now, Forsyth again, because I'm going to have to take the Snapcaster Mage at some point, very likely.
Yeah, I definitely think that's right. I also found Cryptic Command to not even actually be nearly as high impact a card in these matchups as you'd think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's sort of hurt by the fact that it's 4 mana, so it can be a bit slow against a lot.
Yeah. Also, I find that they're just spinning their wheels after I've taken all their cards, and they're busy trying to they're just Cryptic Commanding me to to tap my creatures and play another thing or whatever. I tap my creatures and draw a card, and I'm actually often okay with that trade if it means that I'm still sitting on, say, another stone, then I'll have to protect my creatures, and I wasn't going to swing into lethal. I don't know. There's plenty of scenarios where Cryptic has been bad against me, basically.
So I'm going to start with Fort Scouring myself here because I wouldn't actually mind drawing the land. Do not find a Snapcaster Mage, which will be good once we find a third land. I'm going to fetch the Watery Grave here, because if they have a second Spreading Seas, I would rather they seize another Watery Grave than my Blood Crypt.
Yeah, especially because we're slightly lighter on red sources than normal.
Yeah. Exile update, Graveyard to play Tassiger. There we go. So they played this island. They
played an island and the Spreading Seas. So they have 2 unknowns? 3 unknowns.
3 unknowns.
Because they drew now.
Yeah. Teleria West is interesting.
Because they're playing Pact?
Maybe they have Gideon over the Trials and they're playing Pact.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess we'll find out.
Or they're just going to go get lands. Maybe there's...
Yeah, that would kind of make sense, but with the planes already in hand,
maybe Canary Ruins or something like that. There's some artifact package.
Yeah. Maybe a Besage? Seems
Maybe.
very strange, but I'm trying to think about things that you commonly fetch with Teleria West. Engineered explosives?
Maybe they just really like Celestial Colonnades. They do have Pact. Interesting.
Okay. Running the 8 Colonnades package.
So I'm gonna lead on Forsyth here. Let's see what's up with their hand.
They have 2 unknowns?
Yeah, so it looks like that's some sort of tribal Gideon deck.
Yeah.
And they're playing the Pacts to make the best use of
the ultimate. Yeah, they're playing they're trying to make use of the fact that you can have multiple Gideons in play.
Yeah. So I think I'm not thinking Serum Vision is a bit too low impact. Pact I think is also fine because they don't have Gideon Trials at the moment. So it's between Cryptic Command and Gideon Jura. I'm going to take the Cryptic Command here on the base again. We have another Forsyth, or we might Snapcaster Forsyth next turn. We can take the Gideon Jura then.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, so they could pact it at that point, but then they can't play Gideon Jura. So actually, they couldn't even pact it.
They can't pact it next turn, yeah, unless they find Gideon in the trials.
But I mean, obviously, if that happens, that happens. So
I'm going to take that. So I'm going to opt. Final land. That's what we want. So we'll put that on top.
Sweet. 1 mana cycling. Basically, Sansa.
Opponent's liking the opt.
I mean, I'm almost certain he's playing it. I wouldn't. I don't know. He's playing all the new different rules changes. He must be playing opt. You could go back in with the Thoughtseize again.
We could take that. Take the Gideon now.
Yeah, it puts him in a position.
It sets up next turn to Snapcaster Thoughtseize, and basically there's no chance we're using casting Fatal Push this turn.
Yeah,
so I'd rather just use my mana.
I think this is right. We do get quite a low life total because we have to get a Blood Crypt, right? Because we can't get a.
That's fine. Like Colonnade would punish us, but
we have
we have 2 Fatal Pushes for Colonnades.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the ways I've actually lost against blue-white have been Colonnade. If you have the wrong kind of draw, it can line up badly against Colonnades. So I found myself leaving in like some number of Fatal Pushes, not very many, but like a couple. But
ooh.
Yeah, boo. How dare they? Do they have any unknowns? No, they've got just Serum Visions and Pact in hand.
Yeah.
Not really interested in Snap Thoughtseizing.
So we can Snapcaster Opt.
I kind of like that.
Which I think is fine. I don't think there's any reason to do that on the main phase.
No, I don't think so either. I guess if we do it in his turn, he has the option of pacting the Snapcaster.
Yeah, that's true.
But it depends on how worried we are about that, because then he is trading his pact and then another turn for Snapcaster, because the turn after that he's almost certainly not doing anything except just paying the pact.
Mm-hmm.
But then also we have very little action and aren't really doing anything. It does mean that we could like catch something stranded in his hand with Inquisition, but they don't have that many good targets to catch with Inquisition at this stage of the game.
Yeah. I think I'm going to wait to see what they do on their turn.
I think that still makes the most sense, but I kind of wanted to think about possible problems.
If we didn't have the free mana play here, I would have just Inquisitioned our Serum Visions, since just trading Inquisition for a card at this point is like pretty decent, and Serum Visions I think is one of the slightly better ones to trade it for. So
yeah, I mean obviously like the best things we can get with it is Path to Exile or one of the this 3 mana Gideon, but yeah. I don't think that either of those is particularly likely. So he has 1 unknown, right?
1 unknown at the moment, yeah. Chooses to pack the Snapcaster Mage, okay.
I think that, like I say, I think I'm okay with that. But, so he's 1 unknown, he's not getting in the trials because he would have played it. I guess we'll find out. It's probably a land. Oh.
Okay. So our opponent is top decking, as are we effectively. Like we have some resources, but not like super good resources. Now I'm going to have to skip this turn to pay for their pact. Wondering what I'd like to draw here. Colgan's Command would probably be decent.
Yeah, K Command would probably be the best.
Snapcaster is also fine. One card in hand. Don't really have any good reactive option to them.
No,
but again,
I mean,
we can opt to see what they do in their turn.
I almost want to Inquisition them because
it's very bad that they have Cryptic Command though. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm just going to Snapcaster opt now.
I think that's probably right. I'm just thinking about like I almost want to Inquisition them because this is a point in time where we can catch any card they might have drawn, but I think that that's also just quite a low
Dismount would go to the bottom.
Yeah, it is a good answer to Gideon's, but it's not.
Draw a Street Wraith. I'm gonna hold on to that.
Yeah, I keep in my dismembers I've found against blue-white because it's a reasonable answer to all of the Gideons that aren't called Jura. There he is.
Yeah. This is one of the downsides to playing not playing Terminate. Gideon Jura.
Yeah, it's hard to kill Gideon.
Okay, Serum Visions, we'll start with that. If I don't know, Snapcaster Mage are going to push these lands to the bottom.
Yeah, this isn't really what we're looking for.
I will cast this Inquisition as well. Get straight for Serum Visions.
Are we not just dead?
Oh. Yeah, I'm dumb.
It's okay. I mean, I don't think we were going to win anyway because we would have to like.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that this will. We're at 6. Guess we can cycle into a 1-mana creature.
Or a land.
Or a land. There we go.
Oh, it tells you the loyalty of the Planeswalker now when you attack them. That's cool.
Yeah, looks like it.
Why can't Gideon Jura be 4 mana and also not indestructible? And also us have
I mean, he isn't indestructible.
I know. I mean, I'm asking why he can't be the other 2 things. I mean, by which I mean,
okay.
Okay. I mean, that's definitely fine.
Tribal Gideon time.
Why couldn't he have bat stuck in his hand after he cast the Gideon Jura? Why couldn't we take that with Is he putting all the damage that Spreading Seas would deal?
He is.
Sick. Okay, this seems a fairly insurmountable board state.
So I'm thinking about how we can potentially win this game.
Might involve...
The thing is, so basically, like, the reason for playing a Snapcaster now is we can attack Gideon Jura for 2. Although both of these are lethal. We draw Colligan's Command to kill that Gideon, get back Tasigur, and replay Tasigur.
Yeah. I think all of our lines involve playing Snapcaster because we don't have any good snapbacks from the graveyard. I don't think we do. I guess theoretically we could like snap back Serum Visions, draw like a Death Shadow.
Yeah, and play Death Shadow, and we have Death Shadow and Snapcaster Mage to block their 2 creatures.
Or like for Death Shadow, substitute any creature, any 1-mana creature, with Death Shadow being the best. So
I guess that's more outs.
That's 7.
And the 1 Colligan's Command. So, are we still winning from that position? So we have to chomp with Snapcaster Mage. If they have any removal spell, we're just dead.
So we can't beat most things, but they are top decking, so they're not guaranteed to have anything.
I think we actually need to play it now to have a chance to clear their board, because I think in that situation, they just attack with Big Gideon. The little Gideon makes our creature not deal any damage.
Sure.
And then I guess it was exactly Death Shadow. Death Shadow can attack Big Gideon, but then in this case they just go like plus both their Gideons, forcing our Death Shadow to attack. Death Shadow doesn't deal any damage. Gideon Jura gets to eat Death Shadow at that point. As it is now, we did draw Death Shadow, so we are technically not dead if we just play Death Shadow.
Yeah, but I think that's what we have to do, unfortunately. I saw someone complaining tomorrow, asking him how long it would take them to fix. So they were like, it was really thinly veiled, and by thinly veiled I mean at one point they literally talk about Gideon Tribal. They're like, if the Planeswalker Legendary rule did cause problems in older formats, like brackets Gideon Tribal in Modern soon, how long would it take you guys to fix it? which I quite enjoyed as a comment, because I'm like, all right, this guy's super convinced that Gideon Tribal's like busted. Death Shadow. It's not Death Shadow.
Obliged to attack Gideon Jura. And we'll pass.
Hopefully, he just downtakes his Gideon Jura and
doesn't see
Death
it
Shadow.
again.
Yeah, doesn't see the lethal line again. Oh, he doesn't!
Step 1. We also need him to fade Gideon and Celestial Colonnade.
No,
I mean, Colonnade is fine, but...
We can kill a Colonnade with Fatal Push.
Yeah.
It's fine. He uptakes the Gideon.
There we go.
Oh no! What are you doing?
He saw it.
Stop seeing the line!
So in fairness, he was playing around to terminate by not attacking with his
That's
his
fair.
Gideon
And we
Jura.
have had like 2 cards in our hand forever,
yeah.
so I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that Terminate is one of them.
Yeah. So, this matchup, I like Stubborn Nile against the big Gideons. I like Disdainful Stroke, I think. Snapcaster Mage. We're on the Last Hope. And the Colgan's Command. Young Pyromancers are a maybe. They're a bit awkward against like Supreme Verdict.
I actually found them to be quite good against sweepers, just because they
just let you play the one card. But
yeah,
I feel like
play one card and then just keep playing the game, and they have to sweep you.
we can just always play one card anyway. Like that's sort of one of the strengths of the deck. Maybe anyway, Young Pyromancers I think are a bit more of a maybe than these. Are also Disdainful Stroke I'm not sure about, just because I'm not a massive fan of the 2-mana counters. Anything else here I like in terms of taking things out? Definitely count this Lightning Bolt. These Lightning Bolts, Fatal Push and Dismember are like not good.
Yeah, so this is what I've been saying is that my
But-
experience has been that if I cut all my Fatal Pushes, I just die to Colonnades.
Yeah, they are good as like. I like
So,
to
but
have
I don't
some
want too
out
many
to
because if I draw
Colonnade.
like 2 Fatal Pushes, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to find the right number of Fatal Pushes because I don't think that they are amazing in the matchup, but I think that I've certainly won games by having them and lost a lot of games by not having them. So I don't think
I'm gonna keep. Basically, I'm gonna keep 2 of these 5 spells in. I think I'm just gonna go 1 and 1.
I think that's probably about right.
Because Dismember can tag a Gideon ally of Zendikar.
Yes.
That's the main
or
reason.
Trials.
Or Gideon in the Trials.
It's possible we just want Dismembers because they can also
Yeah.
tag Colonnades.
When you say Gideon in the Trials as well, that makes me just inclined to bring in the Dismembers.
Yeah.
More things to cut. Still unsure. We need to make 3 cuts. I think we can like remove some of our Street Wraiths.
I think that's fine.
And 1 Young Pyromancer. Let's go at this.
I think that's reasonable. I think my memory is that I did bring in the 2 Young Pyromancers against Blue-White just because I wanted a few more threats. And again, I felt they were strong enough against what Blue-White was doing, especially because often Blue-White post-board wants to, while Supreme Verdict is a good card against us, they want to go in on like Path to Exiling all of our creatures and Blessed Alliancing us and things like that. So Pyromancer makes that plan relatively bad.
So this hand we kept a bit cantrip heavy. I'm going to keep this Fort Seize, that's what I'm looking for. Fort Seize to clear away something that was also good, so now I'm just looking to find a threat. Between a Statcaster Mage and a Colgan's Command, we have a decent amount of card advantage, so just need to find something to kill them with, basically.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a lot of cards.
For a moment I thought they were Jeskai, and then it's just realised it's just Magic
No, it's just
Online.
Modo. Just Modo.
So Gideon Jura is playing the most powerful card in his hand. Gideon Trials is annoying as his
I think
Cryptic
we
Command.
probably want to take. I think we want to take Gideon at the Trials. I think it's going to be very hard for us to stop him from landing it, because he has the Pact negation. So if he's pacting something to stop it, so we can't stub it because
Yeah,
if we
because he
stub
can
it,
pact.
that,
Yeah.
Zero's Gideon, and suddenly we're in this terrible position. So I think we just have to. I think we're pricing taking Gideon because of the play patterns there. And because we're at Snapcaster, we can come back in and get something else if we need to.
Yep.
Okay, so we know his whole hand.
Yep.
Pack this.
Okay. So options this turn are basically, I think, Serum Visions and Pass, or Snapcaster Mage the Thoughtseize.
I want to snap Thoughtseize just because I want to use our mana.
Yeah, I actually think though it's fine to not snap Thoughtseize because they're not doing anything this turn.
Yeah, that's...
Like they have to draw a spell to get to interact with us, so we can just snap Thoughtseize them next turn.
Yeah,
so...
I think that's probably right. Like this is kind of my initial gut instinct was like I want to snap Thoughtseize because it's the most efficient use of our mana, but I also think that we aren't in any hurry to, and at the moment it's kind of hard to say what we want to Thoughtseize. Even from the hand that we know about, like, do we take the Pact because it makes our Stamina good again? Do we take Gideon Jiro because it's just the biggest, most powerful thing to be doing in the hand?
Ooh.
Do we take Condemn?
That's an excellent draw.
It is really good. And these scries are not bad either.
Yeah, I'm actually not interested in second Colon's command, I just want to find more disruption. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. I'm going to put Disdainful Stroke on top. I am going to play the Death Shadow now. I'm going to try and avoid fetching if I can, but obviously we need Stubborn Denial, and something will Stubborn Denial it.
Don't play the Death Shadow, we're at 14.
Oh, good shout. I just assumed our life total was lower. So next time we're looking to go Snapcaster, Thoughtseize, and Death Shadow, and then...
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
So I made the decision there to Serum Visions before fetching, largely because I'd already scried a number of cards to the bottom, so this draw step off Serum Visions is probably going to be better than if I'd fetched first. Obviously it messes up our scry a bit, but I think it is fine.
I think it was fine in this scenario, especially because, like, unless we drew exactly basically Death Shadow, we probably weren't going to be using that mana anyway.
Okay, so we don't actually have to Snapcaster Thoughtseize here. I could just go play my land, fetch twice, and play Death Shadow. That leaves us with Stubborn Denial and Disdainful Stroke up.
Yeah, that sounds okay, especially against Pact and Negation, where he can pact one but not the other.
That's a good number of things to do, and not too scared of doing, like, I guess Supreme Verdict's bad, but then we get to Colgan's command time and discard and get back our Death Shadow, so that's also
Supreme
fine.
Verdict's, I think, absolutely fine.
In terms of my life total, I'm going to fetch, I need to get down below 9, so I'm going to fetch Untapped Shocks both times.
Yeah, so what, Blood Crypt, Steam Vents?
Yeah, those are the remaining lands in our deck.
Oh man, what if someone rest in pieces us? Then we can never cast a Gurmag Angler. What if the game becomes about that, Alex? How will we cope? Are you fetching the wrong lands with the fetches?
I just clicked on the first one that I saw.
You animal. You just fetched a Steam Vent for the Bloodstained Mire and a Blood Crypt for the Scalding Tarn when you could have done it the other way around. I'm shaking my head. SMH, as they say on Twitter. Yeah, this is the point in time where I'm just not excited by Cryptic Command at all. Although it does make me want to never ever tap out and just hit him for 5.
Yeah, so... yeah.
We have way more counters than he can have pacts, surely.
Yeah. Pass the turn to them.
Do a lot of unknowns.
3 at this point. 2 now.
Yeah.
There's not many cards I'm like particularly scared of. No, we just have so much stuff covered.
Absolutely. I think the only thing is like if he's drawn another Pact of Negation, which I just don't think is very likely. How many can they possibly run?
Yeah. So there's a consideration for playing Snapcaster Forsyth because it makes us a 2-turn clock, but I'd rather just sit on our multiple pieces of counter magic. So
I think so too. Basically, my thought process there is that if we do that, he gets to.
Yeah, he gets to cast like Cryptic Command in response to our Snapcaster. We counter that, and then he gets to untap and play Gideon Juror. So, or if he has like a Gideon Juror and another thing, so obviously we get to Forsyth one of them, but.
I basically think because we have the clock, we don't need to make the first move here, and he has to kind of outdraw us.
Yeah. So if they go for like a Cryptic Command or something here, well, I'm not worried about them playing in. I'll just take it. Okay.
If he's got a Cryptic Bounce, I would assume he's going to do it in our end step.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, bounce draw isn't too bad of a mode. I think that sounds reasonable, especially if he's worried about us countering things.
So I'm going to Stubborn Denial this. Then next turn, if they tap out for Gideon Juror, I can go Snapcaster Stubborn Denial. And then Colligan's Command, Snapcaster Mage, and Death Shadow is lethal.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I like that line then. I mean, so he has the Pact of Negation, so he will resolve the Gideon Juror if he wants to.
That is true.
But he doesn't want to.
Supreme Verdict. So that's fine. So we're going to go Colligan's Command and return here to get back our Death Shadow and have him discard a card.
Yes.
This is also another reason Stubborn Denial lets us hold up our mana for Colligan's Command.
That Pact is really irritating to me. It's just like making everything every line I'm thinking about slightly worse.
But the thing is, all those lines, like, they're us trying to kill him, and him having to pack to prevent it, and then also time walking himself.
Absolutely, I don't think that he's in a commanding position because of it, but it's just in this weird spot where, like, okay, Pack gives him this weird out to nonsense things that we can maybe do.
Turn my Death Shadow, you discard.
Oh, classic. Pay Grixis mana for Grixis Command. Why can't they print Grixis Command? I'm so excited.
Alright.
Horribly punished our opponent. Oh dear. So now he has to tap 5. Oh jeez. He's in such a bad spot. Can we dismember our Death Shadow?
Yeah, we can dismember our Death Shadow to kill him.
Good old Death Shadow, you work the way people think you should.
So, there's an argument for like not doing that because then we put down Snapcaster Stubborn Denial, and if he has a path to exile, exactly it's bad for us.
Yeah, I guess with just 2 cards in his hand, I don't think we need to go for that line actually.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Don't want to force cover here. Yeah, I think that's.
I think it's okay to force go here.
Mill the Stubborn Denial. So I'm just gonna pass with Snapcaster Mage Stubborn Denial up.
Sounds good. So it's 3 cards, 2 unknowns. What ones can even matter? I guess Supreme Verdict.
Sure. So now we have an interesting decision. We can Snapcaster now to put him on a short clock, 2-turn clock basically. The alternative is waiting, because if we draw a land, we get Snapcaster Colgan's command, which is
I'm
better.
more interested in putting him on the clock, I think.
But I think I'm also, particularly because we get to opt anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, forgot we had opt. Opt's so good. Why isn't anyone playing 4?
Gonna play a bit faster. We will put that on the bottom. Okay. I will. Forsyth you. Take your Gideon. Last card is land.
We have the Dismember for the Colonnade.
Yep.
And Disdainful Stroke for something. How many Supremes? There's been 2 verdicts?
Each has 2 Supreme Verdicts so far, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Card better be good, buddy. We should Inquisition him, right? Oh, okay. It could be some Dan.
Yeah, I guess we should have Inquisitioned. I've already gone to
Yeah, that's fine.
attack.
It's most likely he's holding up mana for Colonnade. Assuming this is an actual tank from him thinking about what he's going to do,
Yeah,
I guess he could have a Cryptic Command.
Yeah, Cryptic Command would make sense, I guess, because they have to decide between Cryptic Command or Colonnade.
Yeah. So they're thinking, is he more likely to have a counterspell or a removal spell?
Yeah.
Which obviously we're less likely to have a removal spell because we should have boarded out a lot of them, and we're also less likely, but we're more likely to have a counterspell because we obviously board in more, but at the same time we've probably seen a lot of our counterspells. So
we've also there's free summon and in our graveyard, so
yeah. He doesn't know we only play 3. Many decks play 4, but at the same time, you know, all 4 summon are at the top 34 cards or top 26 cards of our deck. Then okay. We can pay 2 life for this, right? Is that like worthwhile?
yeah, I'm definitely gonna pay some life. Actually, probably should have played more. There we go. Okay. Don't think I saw anything that makes me change how I want to sideboard.
Not really. I think this is all fine.
I'm back. Gonna have to play a bit faster in this game.
Yes. So I mean, we'll have an answer for him at the end of this match about how good Opt is. Because if we lose, obviously Opt is terrible. But if we win, Opt is great.
So far, it's definitely been better in sleight of hand.
Yes, I think that's true. Although there haven't been that many, we haven't had a situation where it's our only cantrip that we're casting turn 1 yet, which obviously works for us.
Yeah.
Well, that's my concern about Opt. Well, I am quite excited about the card and I do think it's good. My concern is, you know, hands that you could previously keep with Sleight of Hand or Serum Visions in them, which you can't really anymore with Opt because it doesn't guarantee you the smoothing as much. I mean, you keep the one-lander with serum visions because you're pretty certain that seeing...
I mean, if you're keeping one-landers with Sleight of Hand and one-landers with Opt are the same, like you're bottoming any non-land and drawing
That's
that
true.
card, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If you're looking for
More
something,
use to
if you're looking for something else, then Sleight of Hand is better because you get all the information, more information up front.
Yeah, so well, Sleight of Hand's slightly better if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, or
Yeah.
or if two things could be like equally good, or look equally good. Like it's better when you're comparing two, like a 45% card and a 55% card, and you're not, and it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that the 45% card is a 45% card.
Yeah.
Or you should keep the 55% card because it's slightly better than a random draw. That's the challenge with Op, is like knowing when the card on top that you're seeing is better than a random card.
Yeah, because your comparison is to a random card, whereas when Sleight of Hand you're just presented with two options, you have to pick one. It's
Yeah, Sleight of Hand is definitely easier to resolve, I would say. Which might make me see lots of people going, "Oh, Opt is great."
I don't like this.
Yeah, I think
we already have
one less land.
4 lands, which is almost a quarter.
Like how many cast a Gurmag Angler? Like ever?
Yeah.
No, that's just bad. And my brain took it as like threats plus counterspells and was like, this could be keepable, and then like I actually looked at the individual threats and counterspells and was not impressed. Stroke seems okay. It's possible we shouldn't have brought it in. But I think it's okay. It's definitely a conversation I've had with myself when playing against blue-white is, do I want this disdainful stroke? And I do think that the presence of Gideon's might tip it.
It's thinking hard.
Difficult mulligan decision. Wants to give us back some time on the clock. very kind of him. I can't be too mean to him because he actually does seem like quite a cool guy from the conversation we've had with him. I feel like we've bonded. We've achieved a real deep connection. Yeah. Opt, and I don't know, he's a crazy maverick. He likes weird shit.
I think I'm going to keep that. Just because I think that's generally better in a land. And
yeah, I think it's fine. It's a reasonable answer to Gideon's and Colonnades, Snapcasters, I guess. We're very upset if we have to dismember a Snapcaster, but sometimes that's the life you lead.
Also, I'm going to fetch on turn 1 anyway, so I think it's for the one. It's going to get shuffled in either way, and I think it's like better from this one draw step. I would like to pay 2 life. Oh wow! Now hand is Supreme Verdict lands.
Okay, well I'm definitely all right with that. What did he do with his stride?
Top bottom.
Okay, so we can assume that he drew a non-land.
Let's look at what they revealed. No, they drew this island.
Oh, okay. Well then. Alright,
I'm just gonna jam the Young Pyromancer.
sounds good.
That's not a good draw.
No, that seems fairly redundant. Go on, Piker. Get ya. If he Supreme Verdicts, then we can stub for a token.
We could.
I'd like to draw an Opt. Hey! I'm a magic man. Always make a token, baby. Don't need to ask me.
Oh, it's just I'm just yielding. I don't actually have a choice to not make a token.
I just want it to make tokens.
No Death Shadow, I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, I think we probably do want it.
We'll get in for 2.
You have 2 unknowns?
Yeah.
Most likely is that... I was about to say, I was thinking, he did draw that island. That's weird. Why would he top that island? I don't understand.
Misclick?
I guess.
Like, I honestly can't think of a reason. Like, they already had, like, sources for their Mystic Gate. They have the planes for, like, Glacial Fortress. They have plenty of blue mana. Like, I honestly can't think of a reason why.
Just really wants to hit that, sick large drop every turn.
Okay, so we have an option here to like dismember just to lose 4 life, which will next turn let us play both Death Shadows with Stubborn Denial up.
I think that sounds good to me.
Which I'm gonna do.
Otherwise we just can't play a Death Shadow for ages, right?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Stupid Modo!
Pay life first.
He was smart, he played around stuff.
He did.
Oh man, we get another token. Oh, died.
Rip token. I'm gonna go Inquisition and just play 1 Death Shadow this turn.
That sounds good, I like that line.
So we don't get wrecked by another Supreme Verdict. Pact and Mana Leak, Gideon Jura.
We cast the Mana Leak?
No, we only get 1 mana this turn.
We want to take the Pact then, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because otherwise our Summon Denial is just terrible, and we can make Mana Leak pretty bad if we just resolve the Death Shadow.
Yeah. And we draw 1 more land and it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It prevents us from playing a second spell in our turn. There's a 4 cards we soar. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So he actually is probably not trying to play Gideon Jura now.
Presumably.
Because unless he draws an untapped land, he just can't. What do you do with this, guys?
Top.
Ooh. Well, now he can Mana Leak us, but he could do the same with Pact, I guess. I don't know, I was more worried about Gideon Jura resolving.
Sure.
We do get to get a land, though, and we have another Death Shadow, so...
Yeah. And we drew Snapcaster. Nice.
Always had it, never didn't. So he has 1 card in hand and it's a Gideon Jura.
Yes, I
2
guess
cards
I must
now.
have.
Don't have drawn Pact, you enormous lucker.
They would have packed in the Snapcaster if they had packed.
Yeah, they definitely would have, I think.
Okay, we're attacking for 6.
Yeah. Putting them to 9.
So this is lethal with the Dismember next, or I guess not for the Colonnade. Do we want to play Young Pyromancer is the question.
I don't think so, personally. I don't know,
It's bad against Supreme Verdict, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are drawing their second topped card this turn. I'm gonna hold off, I think.
Okay. I think that's fine. I'm like really unsure.
Ugh. Yep.
We should play the Pyromancer first,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna start by attacking now. Do you want to attack him or Gideon? I'm gonna attack Gideon.
Yeah, I think Gideon.
Because there's a chance of getting it off the board next turn.
It also means that Gideon can't just downtick on the Snapcaster to achieve the same results if that's something he's interested in doing.
Do you want to play Gurmag this turn? I'm gonna play Gurmag this turn.
Yeah, I think I want to play Gurmag. Especially because it threatens lethal. I guess it means you have to uptick Gideon, but...
What does I want? Don't want his Inquisitions, his Forsyths. I guess this over Gurmag Angler can go, and...
I think the chance of us casting another Gurmag Angler is quite slim. Yeah, so now he can't really zero Gideon to make a sack the token. Or -2 it. I guess he can -2 it. We only have 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think most likely thing is he passes and tries to like colonnade to eat like young Pyromancer or something.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me as a line.
Assuming that they've, I mean, it obviously depends on what they've drawn, but
Yeah. We do need to play out quite swiftly, though.
yeah.
So what would you be thinking about this much? If he has the Supreme Verdict, obviously he just plays it.
Does he have Little Gideon? Yeah. So he's thinking about whether he wants to like Emblem or plus Little Gideon.
So the emblems he could like attack with Gideon Jura.
Lots of options, they say.
Yeah. I guess they do. They have literally 5 Planeswalker abilities they can activate in any combination of 2.
Mm.
And another card in hand. So what happens for us if Little Gideon pluses on the Gurmag and he, yeah, okay, deals with the snap.
Alright,
That's a good roll.
alright.
No reason for Gurmag to attack.
Blessed Alliance.
Oh, that's true.
Might as well give ourselves the option to sacrifice it.
I guess. I mean, I was thinking about like blocking the Gideon.
Tasker gets to block Gideon anyway.
Oh, that's true. You're right. I'm big dumb. That's what we're playing Tassiger. What a good boy. What a good Tassiger.
I'm very low on time though.
Yeah. We might just lose to the clock. first, and we don't have time.
Ooh. So I think we're actually going to win this game here. I mean, obviously, like if they were Supreme, we can't get a Supreme Verdict, but I think they basically have to draw a Supreme Verdict here because we get to go dismember their colonnade, make another token. At that point, we have 2, 7, 8, 9, 13 points of power in play.
Yeah, so I agree. I think that if they don't draw Supreme
Across
Verdict,
a lot of bodies. So, we'll be back for round 2.